You know, my daughter used to suck her thumb, so this is a question I get a lot from parents as well. But what do you suggest for children who suck their thumb, and how do you break the habit?
With sucking the thumb or finger, any type of oral
Yeah.
habit like that, uh, the sooner the better.
Okay.
But really, for us, the time to lay down the law to intervene is really when those front top teeth start to come in.
Right.
And realistically, if the thumb or finger is always in the mouth, those top teeth are never going to come down on their own. They're just
Right.
going to stay where they are. So sometimes just a simple conversation with the child or reminder therapy. So
Mm-hmm.
the Band-Aid on the thumb. What I find what works best at home is positive reinforcement.
Yeah.
So we'll give patients a calendar and they track every day that they
Yeah.
suck their thumb or don't suck their thumb. And then we'll just ask the parents to reward them. If they go, a week or 2 weeks
Mm-hmm.
without doing anything, give them a treat, do something, surprise them. Um, Now, when we've exhausted all those, I guess, at home options, the last resort is really putting something physically in the mouth
Okay.
to stop the thumb from
Right.
going inside. And the only time we ever do that is if one, the child's old enough to realize that they have
Right.
the habit,
Yes.
they know that whatever we're doing is not punishment and we're there to help them. And the most important is that they actually want to stop.
Yeah.
There's a lot of children, even up through 7, 8, 9 years old, where they're not ready yet.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
sometimes it's better to give them the time to get there than to force something on them.
What age do you normally, what would be the youngest you would put that in?
Generally, when the front teeth erupt, we would say around between 7,
7.
8 years old.
Okay. Another thing I found that helped for me to get my daughter to stop is actually removing the object. So sometimes they'll kind of tie it into like a trigger, like a blanket or a toy. For her, it was like a little bunny that was like a blanket, like a binky, and we had to remove it
Yeah.
because she associated that with her thumb. So once we removed that, and that was probably the hardest thing I had to do, we removed it for about 2, 3 weeks until I knew she stopped, and then we had to give it back to her. But that really helped. So if there is like a trigger or like a blanket or toy that you notice your child doing it with, then that would be something as well. I'm sure you educate your parents
Yeah.
on that as well.
And
Yeah.
what makes it easier when you remove that from them
Right.
is kind of substitute that with yourself.
Yeah.
So if they're having trouble falling asleep without their blanket that you took away, hold their hand until they fall asleep, read a
Yeah.
story. Can be time consuming, but
Yeah.
it doesn't take very long for the habit to break.
Right. Exactly.